So the crypto craze is looking like it is about to hit. And that's obviously a very exciting thing for ADA, for crypto in general. And I hope people are as excited as I am because there are some very important things and trends that are changing similarly to what they did before we got to election day. And we're actually getting a very harsh rejection on a certain metric that is huge for the crypto market that I want to talk about in this video with you guys. So if you're new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So right now it's still 7:23 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's before the CPI report comes out. We're waiting to get this news for the day, which could be very exciting. And I didn't get a chance to talk about this earlier, but obviously, it looks like the market is prepped to play some games. We're doing a little climbing right now. Understand that if the CPI report comes back with good news, we could end up having a very good day overall. If we beat expectations, if inflation is not sticky like they're talking about, that would be a very huge sign for the market. And it's possible that we could start trying to tackle some of the prices from last night. Now, obviously, this isn't a guarantee or financial advice or anything like that. We know what happened when we got the jobs report. We got a sell-off the second that the jobs report hit, even though it really wasn't that bad. So that's kind of why I'm playing both sides of this today. I'm just patiently waiting and watching and digesting this, right? In fact, a very strong move for BTC would actually be this push towards 98K. And frankly, if we can get to 99K today, this would be a very exciting sign. Even this is a couple good days for BTC. And that is despite actually institutional money selling once again yesterday, trying to do something with the market, but it's not working. Retail excitement is building. And where this is really going to affect ADA in a big way is when we get to inauguration. And why I'm talking about that and why I've mentioned that several times is we're seeing a very distinct trend in terms of search traffic. All right. Now, we saw this take place all the way back on election day. And what we saw was this increase in interest in US based crypto. And really where that narrative was kind of building around was this pro US crypto embrace, this potential of no capital gains tax on US crypto. And what's interesting is this sentiment is once again being echoed from the incoming administration. And that is where you're starting to see actually this yellow line here, this search interest for US based crypto actually on the rise. In fact, it's at a similar point to November 4th. Does this mean that we're about to get this big excitement boom? It's possible, 100%, right? We may hit inauguration day and just send. All right. Now, again, nobody knows what's going to happen. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen for sure, but this is the reason why you're seeing kind of all these US based cryptos start to run in conjunction with each other. So what you're seeing is a lot of that capital that's sitting on the sidelines in the market right now is starting to flow into those cryptos specifically. All right. I don't know if crypto or cryptos would be the plural term, but it's flowing into those assets specifically. And that's why ADA has in fact been doing so well. And again, that, gets coupled with this limited supply on exchanges, this continued removal supply, the conviction, all these different things that are working in ADA's favor. And again, this is why we're preparing for a big jump in the crypto market. But that's not the only thing that is working in our favor right now. In fact, we've been talking about something in terms of the DXY, something that needed to happen in a big way. And when this does take place, it's usually a huge, huge sign for crypto. There is usually an inverse correlation between the DXY, US dollar strength, and the crypto market. And the reason why is as the US dollar strength drops, people tend to put their capital back into more speculative assets. And what's interesting is we talked about this rejection point and us needing to get a pushback down here. And we know that this actually got all the way up to a 110, surging from basically this 109 level that we were talking about we need to have a correction around. Well, what's interesting about this is, this may be the start of a bigger correction, a weakening of the US dollar, which would be very good for crypto in general. Now, I'm not ready to say that, this is where we just, do one of these and just drop right off. It's potential, right? There's potential for this to happen. But I think that really we need to get right around this 107 level for a big confirmation here. Because if we get what we saw last time we had this breach above these levels, we got a little bit of a rejection and then kind of a huge bounce off of that. It sent the DXY all the way up to 115 before beginning our correction. This was all the way back in the latter part of 2022. Okay. And this is again, right about the time where BTC started making its moves and its recovery in the crypto market. We saw BTC bottom around 50K or 15K and start to make its surges to the upside. So this is what we have to watch very, very closely. It may be very good for assets in general. Well, we also need to watch here too. Oh, I don't know why I'm on that. we need to watch here too, again, is this total two assets outside of BTC. And again, we're doing a very good job of slowly but surely working our way to the upside, again, setting these higher lows. And there's two actually bull flags, or I'm sorry, bull pennants playing out in this trend. We're kind of floating around these moving averages. And this shows a potential breakout somewhere around either the middle of February or late February, depending on which trend we follow here. Now, what that might be is the moment that everything runs. Okay. We're probably going to see an infusion of capital sometime around inauguration day, and then we're going to see a matriculation of capital. This is where I talk about those sub cycles. Again, if you guys missed my SHIB video from earlier today, you should check that out. But it wouldn't surprise me if US crypto kind of leads the way. Then we see this matriculation into AI coins. Then we see it matriculate into meme coins. And then remember, there was a moment where the entire market boomed. And we saw that right around actually the end of February back in 2024. So we're seeing a lot of those similar signs, a lot of preparation for the exciting times. And again, once this ball starts rolling, who knows what mass adoption and excitement outside the space is going to do. Remember, things are going to look very different a month from now and a month and a half from now than they do currently. And that could be in a bunch of different ways. So obviously, Trump will be into his position by then. We're probably going to see a lot of executive orders. Maybe some of them are very beneficial for the crypto industry in general. There is going to be a lot of buzz that picks up over time. The search traffic is going to be heavily on the rise. And we know that most of the adoption takes place when assets are in fact running and doing incredibly well. That's going to work very much in ADA's favor as we get into this early part of up only season. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Where do you think we're headed from here? Do you see these trends playing out the same way that I do? But have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.